I like a bit of realism.
The next one to move on.
But it's ridiculous too, because I mean, like, doesn't the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider start with her fighting a gigantic spider robot?
You think so?
I think so, and it's like CGI, and it's obviously
it's like the training room or something, isn't it?
It's like early 2000s CGI, and it looks a little bit rough. You know?
I do vaguely remember that. HBO Max may be bringing us a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern Corps TV series. Apparently, the reason is it's going to be looked after by the same people that make the Arrowverse shows, but the CW can't afford to make something like this.
Right.
Okay.
But also they're going to use Kyle Rayner. He's one of the most recent Green Lanterns, because that means that like Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart and stuff will be available for the big screen.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's like their little pilot to see just will people like it, and then they'll move on to the
at the minute it's only rumoured, but I think that's kind of
That's a damn shame. I needed Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Well, we're going to get him a Diggle. That's another. That's possible. This could tie into the CW thing as well. There's a possibility that will go down that road.
I hope so, but I mean, I want a proper Jon Stewart as a character.
Yeah.
I don't want Diggle as the Green Lantern, because he's not Jon Stewart. But
they might bring him in as Diggle from another universe who is Jon Stewart.
Yeah, that I can get behind.
Like I can't remember the actor's name. The guy that plays Diggle, I really like him. He's and he looks like he'd kick your ass as well.
Yeah.
So bring that on.
No, I can understand why the CW can't afford it, because I mean, like if they go to OA, that alone will blow the entire budget of the season.
You know, I put the Ryan Reynolds movie on the other day in the background, just doing some work, and I just put it on. And as bad as it is, I didn't realize it was Taika Waititi as his friend.
Yeah, it's Taika Waititi, yeah.
As bad as it is, it had some balls on it, like.
Yeah.
It was just like, here's an alien planet, and they're all Green Lanterns, deal with it. I was like, fuck, that's alright, like. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was pretty shit.
I liked Mark Strong as the Sinestro, what do you call it? Sinestro, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. And that mid-credits tease that goes nowhere where he puts the fear ring on.
Yeah, he becomes yellow.
God damn you all.
Disney are apparently unhappy with the New Mutants.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No one's happy with this movie.
They may remove all references to the X-Men and other mutants and put it out either as like a standalone horror movie or with the potential of bringing the characters into the MCU down the line. I can't see that happening.
No. Did you see the... Because I know you watch a lot of the same videos that I watch online. One of the YouTube channels I follow did an entire video on this.
Right.
Where they basically sat down and explained that originally, when this movie was first made, it was more of a teen dramedy.
Mm-hmm.
And the trailer house that cut the trailer together made it look like a horror.
Yeah, right. But apparently the guy that made it, I can't remember his name, the director wanted to make a horror.
Yeah.
But Fox were like,
no, you have to make this PG and make this all kind of campy and stuff. So they ended up making a teen drama. Then the trailer company comes along and they make this trailer that's all dark and it looks like Insidious or something like that. It looks like a real proper horror movie. And everyone goes nuts for it. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is the first time we've seen a comic book movie do something than be an action movie. It's a proper horror. This looks great. And meanwhile, word of that gets back to the studio, and the studio go, oh hell.
Yeah, and then they refilmed and made it the movie that,
Yeah, they did a load of reshoots in order to put more horror elements in it.
But apparently they have test screened it, and the test screenings all went really well.
Yeah.
Like, I think this might be a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
well, if the test screen come back positive, then
I don't doubt that at one stage it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, but what we get now...
I think it's just been cut to ribbons. The fact that this movie was filmed in 2016, was it?
Yeah.
With that far back,
yeah.
It was filmed... It was supposed to be out 2 years ago, Anthony.
Yeah. It's had like 4 or 5 release dates.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's because it was filmed in 2016. Maisie Williams is a lot older.
Yeah, they can't bring any of the actors back because they're so young when they made it.
The guy who played Jonathan in Stranger Things is older now too. So, yeah, as you say, they can't do any more reshoots. Yeah. So they're stuck with what they have footage-wise, and they're going to have to try and make that into a coherent movie.
Yeah, because the thing is, with kids at that age, 1 year can make such a difference, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, the ultimate example is John Connor in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Where he starts off with, like, the little high voice, then he gets the squeaky, kind of voice-breaky voice.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where he had to go back and redub his lines from when he was younger.
He had to redub them?
He had to redub them after his voice broke.
Oh my god!
But yeah, but I think we'll see this movie. I still think, even though they're saying they're going to release it in the cinemas, I do think it'll appear on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, it'll appear on Disney Plus. Yeah. And I'm actually still kind of looking forward to seeing it.
My worry is, because we've had the exact same thing happen now a couple of times, it's another Fantastic Four.
Yeah. It feels that's exactly what it feels like.
That's what it's going to be. And do you know what? the making of this movie, like the actual story of that, will be far more interesting than the movie itself.
Yeah, it'll be like Lost in La Mancha.
Yeah, it'll be like you'll watch a documentary about the making of the movie before you watch the movie itself.
Yeah. This made my day whenever I saw this the other night. Ed Sullivan, one of the co-writers and co-creators of Bill and Ted, shared the first image of William Sadler as Death.
He looks exactly the same.
I know, and what I loved about it was that he was in the canteen getting his lunch and he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, he didn't have his like big hood and cape on.
And the thing is, it just looked right.
Yeah. Do you know what?
That's
what I want to see.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this takes place years after the second movie and they've all kind of moved on with their lives and careers and stuff. Clearly, Keanu Reeves' character, Ted, he's become a corporate sellout guy. Because you see him, he's wearing
in a suit. Yeah.
And meanwhile, Alex Winter seems to be the guy that just can't let go of the past. I want to see Death with the exact same attitude and behaviour that we saw in Bogus Journey. He was in Wild Stallions. He quit to run a small marketing business somewhere.
Right, okay.
So he quit being Death. He's quit being in the band. And now he's like one of those types, you know, like wears millennial outfits.
Yeah.
So he's got like 3/4 length shorts.
Yeah.
On. He's got like the little kind of like.
Oh, a man bun.
He's got no, he doesn't even have a man bun because he's bald. But like out of the suit entirely, and he's just like sitting talking on the phone, going, "Yes, well, the marketing was absolutely great on our last project. I'll get back to it."
Do you know what I love about it? I love the fact that he's actually meant to be the Skull. Because I remember in the Bill and Ted comic book, I don't know if you read, the Marvel released like this really cool Bill and Ted, but he was drawn like a skeleton. Like he was drawn like a proper Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
You know, I just think that it was basically when they were making the movie, they were like, yeah, we can't get this to work, just put some white makeup on him.
Yeah.
He'd be grand.
Which works so much
better. And it works so much better.
Well, isn't he supposed to be the Death from the Seventh Seal?
I don't know if he's supposed to be, but I do.
I mean,
yeah.
That, but he's supposed to look like that.
Death.
Because the whole thing is, in the Seventh Seal, the guy comes back from war, isn't it? And like Death approaches him and says, "It's your time." And he goes, "If I challenge you to a game of chess and I win, you have to spare my life." So it's about the guy playing a game of chess with Death. So the reason why Death looks like he does in Bogus Journey is literally so they can do that joke with Twister and Battleship and everything like that.
You've sank my
battleship.
But yeah, so this is class. And the movie has, of course, has finished filming and everything. So
it's done.
It's done. Yeah. It's filmed. Bill and Ted 3 exists.
After all these years.
Unreal.
We did it!
Unreal. And Keanu Reeves is like the second coming of the Messiah now.
Yeah.
So this movie's going to be
honestly, you see him on the internet, everything, that he's a meme god at this point. He's like the most nicest person you ever meet.
Did you see the thing that came out where it turns out every time Keanu Reeves gets a photograph of the woman, he doesn't touch her.
Yeah, I never knew that. Like,
he keeps his hand out like that.
Keanu knows the crack. No me too for Keanu Reeves.
No man,
he saw this coming. He is the one.
Keanu is taking no chances.
No, the Xbox
that's when
one.
he was in the Matrix. Sure, he could see it all coming.
Yeah.
No, it's his Xbox, but like, you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. I love that. He's in the game too. He's in that with the steampunk. I think it is. There's a new game he's going to be. He's actually in it. Yeah. He's the guy that helps you through the entire mission. Yeah. Big robotic arm and stuff, and he's got. I was like, this is.
Well,
class.
a wee bit of Keanu news later on, which we'll talk about as well.
I tell you what, though, I love his look for Bill and Ted 3 at the end, with the sides of his head all shaved.
Yeah, such a weird look. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, the Matrix 4 is going to happen. Keanu Reeves back, Carrie-Anne Moss is back, and original co-writer director Lana Wachowski is back. No sign of Lawrence Fishburne though, because apparently Morpheus will be a younger character in it.
Do you know, the more I sit and think about this, the more I'm like, right, so Lawrence Fishburne's character didn't die.
No.
At the end of the third Matrix movie.
No.
Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss's characters died.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What if they didn't die? They're in a different level of the Matrix.
Well, we've never really talked about the Matrix, because the Matrix kind of came out, was big before we became friends and stuff, but my understanding of the Matrix was always...
It's a reboot. They just restarted all over again.
No, but even like whenever they were in the real world, whenever Neo was dropping the machines with his hand and Smith went down the phone line, that's just another layer of the Matrix.
That's exactly what everyone thought.
Yeah, like it has to be. Why could Neo do those things in the real world? There's no reason for it.
It was the end of the second movie.
Yeah.
Where the ship blows up and they only get chased by the Squiddly Deadlies.
Yeah,
Squiddly Deadlies. He holds his hand up and stops them. And then they say something like, "Oh, there's something that he doesn't know." Boom, the movie ends. And everyone thought, there's another Matrix.
Yeah. It has to be just another layer. Because whenever what do you call the guy with the beard, that he goes and sees in the room with all the screens? Can't even remember
the architect.
Yeah, the architect. I was thinking of the Merovingian. Like he says to him, that whenever you are happy, you couldn't function, and we realised that we had to sort of, keep creating layers within layers, and it obviously is another layer of the Matrix.
It has
it's
to
just
when
another
you
level of
see,
the Matrix.
when you do see Agent Smith go through the phone line.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Why would that even? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense to me, because if that's the case, then they're magic. There's magic in the real world. That's the only logical thing I could think of.
Yeah, like when you watch it, it's quite obvious that they're saying this isn't the real world.
Yeah.
And like even in the third movie, whenever the whole war on Sion and stuff's going in the wind, Morpheus says, "Is this real?"
Yeah.
Which isn't just him going, "I can't believe we won." That's him saying, "This doesn't feel right. This isn't real."
They do win very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely.
At the end of the third movie.
I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to come back and they're going to realise that the whole Matrix they're still in the Matrix.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely interested for this. Okay, so D23 is of course the big Disney look how awesome we are event.
It's Disney's own private Comic-Con.
It basically is Disney's own Comic-Con. So we had a couple of big things. Star Wars, Ewan McGregor popped up on stage with Kathleen Kennedy and confirmed that yes, he is coming back for an Obi-Wan series.
Tatooine Sunrise.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Kenobi, a Star Wars story.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Tatooine Sunrise.
Tatooine Sunrise.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi tale.
I just hope they just needed the Obi-Wan right.
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, because I know we're going to talk about it, but like the Mandalorian trailer.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Tell me this: are they doing this when he's looking after Luke, or is this before?
It's basically between 3 and 4.
So it's just between 3 and 4.
Looks like about 8 years old at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of going to be him looking at. But look, see if they do this thing where they introduce like some wee girl who's like 12 or something, and it sort of becomes about her more than. I want this to be Obi-Wan and how Obi-Wan kept his identity secret and how he survived on Tatooine and these side adventures he had.
I think I was talking to you before this a while ago about the comic book where these like bounty hunters went out after him on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And one of the bounty hunters was actually a Jedi that knew him. And basically he didn't turn to the dark side, but he sort of was starting to fight with him and asked him the same question, which we sort of got with Rebels. Why are you here on this planet?
Yeah.
And then that Jedi started to sense another presence. And then Obi-Wan got up and had a fight with him, told him to leave. Like, I know that's a comic book, but I thought maybe if they're doing this here, maybe somebody... I don't know, we're not going to get Maul. We know that. We're not going to get Vader.
Well, we'll talk about Maul.
Maul?
There might be Maul news.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean, that's what I thought, and I actually, I was really excited about was the Inquisitors. I know they're all dead now, but I really wanted to see an Inquisitor on Tatooine going after Obi-Wan, but then senses Luke. That type of thing.
Well, it would be a good way to go, that somebody finds Obi-Wan and then realises he's here for a reason, he's hiding something. And it's about how Obi-Wan protects, because Luke's over there and the Larges are over there and they don't realise that over here Obi-Wan's fighting for his life to keep them safe.
Yeah, they just think he's a crazy old hermit.
And exactly. And it would tie in more to the whole, that crazy old hermit. And that crazy old hermit almost died so many times for you,
Another thing I'd love to say, to explain one thing in the very first movie. I know that he done like a big noise to scare them off, but like the Sand people, when they run away, why did they run away from him?
Yeah.
So there's like...
Well, it's because the noise was a crate dragon. That's why.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought it was just like... But
they thought it was the crate dragon coming.
Right, okay. Because I thought it was like something he done something...
No.
Like they've had a fight before and they're like, oh God, it's him. And
but he's obviously crossed paths with them before.
Yeah.
So you definitely... I would say that Tusken Raiders will definitely be a part of the
yeah, I hope they will be like...
But no, the noise was supposed to be the cry of the crate dragon, so they thought there was this big monster coming to eat them, basically.
Right, no, I thought there was just like a little bit of a history with the two of them,
Well, I'd say, I definitely think that would be part of it. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming back. The Cassian Andor series will star, as we knew, Diego Luna and Alan Tudyk. It's filming very soon, I believe, in London. The scripts are almost written. It's going to be about 10 hours long, and it's described as a spy story within the Star Wars universe.
I don't care.
Okay, I liked Cassian. I did like Cassian.
I like Cassian, but he was there to fill a purpose.
I would rather have what do you call the other two guys? The one with the Force with me.
Donnie Yen.
I would rather have. I want to see them.
The
protectors of the wills and stuff. Give me that. That's
because that makes more sense. You think, but they're looking after the crystals and stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be more fun if someone like wants to try and steal the crystals to sell them off the black market or something, or
Yeah.
their version of black market. And there's just these